Hello guys, I was asked to show how would I paint some complications in trees such as Spain moss in trees. So I found some picture like this one in internet, and I will try to show the technique or techniques which I'm going to use in this painting. So this will be on my iPad, and later on I'll show it to you in the comments to this video. So the brushes, I will be using my favorite silver black velvet brushes, round. It's number 8, and some small one, I believe it's number 2. Also here will be some angled brushes. It's called Germany. I have no idea what company it is, but that's what I like about it, this quite sharp angled edge. And my favorite set of white nights paints. If we will go with a limited palette, I would go maybe with umber, with any burnt umber or burnt sienna. So any of these browns, one will be lighter and it will be like cold color, so it will be umber, and another will be one of the warm variations of brown, so it might be either burnt sienna or burnt umber, right? For the moss itself, that's what I can see, it's again umber, so it's not really easy to see here, but it looks like mix of gray and brown, right? So any bluish color, paints gray actually would be good, but I feel like it's not that bright. Maybe ultramarine blue would be good, some violet and some lilac. And for green there will be two colors. If you have green gold, then it would be the best, otherwise olive green and sap green. Anyway, so let's start. About the technique, we will use negative painting, so that's the main technique, right? Negative painting and also wet on wet. How to show you the colors? I would rather show you the palette. So sometimes I mix my colors on plastic palette like this. Sometimes I take colors right from my paint set. So it's either way, whatever you feel comfortable with. So here is my sketch. As you see, it shows the branches of the trees. It doesn't show all the details, but mostly it's the main branches, and some branches are hidden by moss. So I just put it like a mass of something, and I'm going to go around them with my sky color, which I will probably take some light blue and some green colors, like that foliage, the other trees on the background. So we will be keeping those areas of moss untouched yet. So this is my water, and I would prepare some light blue, maybe cobalt blue. Yeah, cobalt blue would be good, or cerulean blue for the sky. So I'll create some sky areas around the moss. So let's say I want to create some moss here, so I will put my blue around first. So it's mostly like we are planning where we're gonna put which colors, what we're gonna have. I am not going to copy the photo. There is no need to copy any photo in this complicated, quite complex painting, right? So it will be about the areas of some sky here will be quite massive moss, so quite a lot of moss and almost little bit of the sky. And then what I would do for sure, first I will go with my green areas, so knowing that here is the branches of my foliage. I don't see that much in this tree, so it's mostly about the moss and branches rather than foliage. So it could be something like this, right? And few more, just some areas, maybe some here. So it can be done like you put some wet paint on the dry paper, assuming that half of this paint will be still absorbed by the paper. The paper which I use, I will show you later on. It's 100 cotton and 3 grams weight paper. Then, as I see, here was kind of background, right? Background landscape. So it will be also touch of greens. Then here I will maybe make it a little bit blurry, so I will take another brush with the water and create some wet area around here. Again, thinking about the moss. So see how I point my brush. That's for the future moss. Then I will take sap green and we'll add it here. So whatever it was on the background, I have no idea, but I don't really care that much. So it should be something behind the tree, and it's what helps us to create negative painting, to create those moss with negative painting. So it's either way, either we start from the background or we create those mass of moss first and then go with the background. It's up to you what will be your approach. But I like to go with the background first. I like to take my paint straight from the paint set. I like bright colors. I don't really like mixing colors a lot. So it will be something like this. Then also I have with horizontal strokes, I will create the grass. So this grass, whatever we have, just laying down. So it's same touch of blue, maybe future lilac, some lines of lilac, it doesn't matter. And the rest will be green. It's about the direction of your strokes, and they will be horizontal strokes. And as you see, I don't put my colors on the top of another colors. Instead, I just go beside and let that water blend them, right? So this is what we already have so far with a clear brush. So you have clear brush prepared, and it's wet brush. You can lift some paint right away if you're able to lift it, just for those patches of moss. If you cannot, then that's what it is. It will be the whole mass of moss in future, right? So this is our background. Be sure that it has different varieties of colors, different tones, so it will look like real watercolor. Also, when it's half dry, you can make this spreading of green on the bottom. Instead of making separate grass I would better do these touches like sprinkles and touches of green for those trees on our background. So something like this. Next step and next video will show you how to create moss itself. So this is about the background mostly, and then the next video will show you how to create the tree with the moss on it. So see you soon.